Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. Before the Bell podcast, slamming all comers. Bloodlines, crime time, Rhea's bathwater. The boys' mind burns a CT. On your way to the count, 1, 2, 3. For the Bell podcast. Before the Bell podcast. Bell ringers.
Back again, barely. At a different time, but ain't that much change. Welcome to Before the Bell podcast. Do I got to do like CT and take my glasses off? Is that how it works? Anyway, you're watching the greatest pro wrestling podcast of all time, fresh from WWE's Royal Rumble 2025. Oh boy, it was a journey. It was a journey. CT is not here today, but that's okay because we holding you down. Me, Martin, and maybe a special guest or two. But I hope you guys enjoyed the PLE over the weekend. We certainly did. Super chats are open. We will just keep it rolling same way we did last time. If anything over $10, we will stop the show, read your comment, and get it cracking. You know what I'm saying? So, very auspicious situation here.
Yeah. What a pittance.
What a pittance?
Yeah, what a pittance.
What is a pittance?
You know, just we're talking about big boys, right? We're talking about the Royal Rumble. We're talking about Before the Bell.
Uh-huh.
Right? Before the Bell. Look at the adjective. Bell. I didn't come here.
That's not the adjective. That's the noun.
Look at the adjective. Before. All right? I didn't come here to before. I came here to get in the ring. I came here to show everybody what Nig Daddy Cool is all about.
Wait a minute. Did you say Nig Daddy Cool?
Huh?
All right.
Big Measles in the building. Hit.
I just listen.
Yeah.
This vest and those pants and okay, that is just I hate that visual.
That's for anybody who wants a long leg assault.
I despise that visual.
I got long leg assaults all day.
Oh my God. So listen, man, this is inspired, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's understated,
Uh-huh.
but may be one of your best, in my opinion.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hey, too sweet me, brother.
I'm a too sweet.
Yeah, there we are.
Who does this make me in this equation? Am I Shawn Michaels?
I mean, you could be whoever you want to be, brother.
All right, brother.
You know?
Yeah, surely. Lord have mercy. Producer Yo adjusting the camera, but I saw we got some love already.
Already, yeah.
We'll
I always
there.
love that.
Give me a second.
Yeah. Which I think, speaking of seconds,
yeah.
right?
Well, hold that thought.
Yeah, all right, I wanna
There's
hold
beautiful days in the building.
Beautiful
for $20.
day, XO, yeah.
Always getting us started. We appreciate you. 4 out of 10 Rumble. Men carried that 4 hard. Pause. Also, Xavier Woods looks like he loves Tyler Perry movies. You know what?
He very much does look like that.
I
now,
could, yeah, he could be a villain in one of those movies. What's the next one, Mark? There we go. Kim Gilmore, of course.
Yeah.
Also getting
Kim
us
Gilmore.
started. Yeet Mania. I don't want to read the rest of that.
Yeah, we're not going to read the rest of that there.
Yeah. Who cares what CT's thoughts were about the situation?
Yeah, CT's thoughts, what a pittance.
What, you going to keep using that word?
Huh?
I don't think it means what you think it means.
I mean, who knows what anything means?
All right, I'm just lost at this point.
You know who's not lost? That's our special guest co-host.
All right.
All the way from down under. This guy.
You can pause that too if you want. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. Anyway.
out of control. You saying that in that vest, really?
I don't know why
Makes a
I
statement.
don't know why you keep trying to trash my vest.
Oh, look.
Real quick, Beautiful Day EXO with another super chat.
Absolutely.
$10 says CT should have been wrong. I'm with y'all.
Oh, I have thoughts. I
Yeah.
have a lot of thoughts, and we'll talk about those thoughts.
A lot of thoughts, but right now the only thing I'm thinking about is introducing our very special guest co-host for this evening. This guy, he's bringing retribution to the podcast right now. All right, so if you got some jacks, he's gonna slap them.
Guess what?
I brought my hoodie. It's my good hoodie.
He is.
You're gonna pause at some point, aren't you? If you've got jacks, he's gonna slap him.
Yeah, you get it. He is maybe the mightiest of co-hosts we've had. He is a former IWGP Tag Team Champion, a former New Japan Strong two-time Tag Champion. Wrestled all around the world. Pro Wrestling Noah, NXT, Raw, SmackDown. Please show a lot of love. Formerly known as Shane Thorne, formerly known as Slapjack. It is Shane Haste of the Mighty O'Neill.
Welcome.
The Slapjack character was actually based off of Kevin Nash.
Really?
For real.
Oh my goodness.
I need to
Of course not. That's why. How would that happen?
What's it
How?
say? Yeah.
From Ninja Turtles to
Yeah, what's it say?
Yeah,
More
Super Shredder. Yeah.
And Big Daddy Cool for sure.
But you could see it. You could see the influence.
Yeah.
Very shreddery of a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome, man. We appreciate you taking
Thanks.
some
I
time.
didn't know I was going to be a co-host. I didn't know I'd get that credit. That's
Oh.
going on my IMDb.
That's what we're
Yeah.
here for.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell
We spare no expense here.
Yeah. No expense, literally.
Quite literally.
This couch is from the curbside.
Yeah.
I had to get an extra cushion, they said, because there's no cushion in the cushion.
Well, if you knew who was there before, you'd know why the cushion was necessary.
Was it Kayla? Did Kayla sit here?
We're gonna clip that out. No, you go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh,
What was that? What was that name? Can I?
No.
I'm not.
I
I
you can say
honestly
Measle.
thought you said new Daddy Cool, and I'm like, yeah, you are the new Daddy of Cool.
Randy Constance for 1999.
Yes.
Before we get Shane in trouble,
I get myself in trouble.
Randy says, "Yeet." I mean, look, man.
Yes.
It's the talk of the town. I mean, look, we'll get into a lot with you, Shane, but feel free to just play with us. And
I watched the Rumble, man. I did my homework before coming on the cast.
Perfect. Because CT likes to go through like the shows from like a week ago.
Yeah.
It's like having a test and then on a Wednesday. And then new material gets taught on a Friday. You're going to just review it on Monday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So why did you need to be there for Friday?
Yeah.
So we just going to skip. We just going to talk about the Rumble.
Let's
That's
talk about
what we got going on here.
the Rumble.
I went back and I watched Raw, and I'm like, I'm going to watch Raw. I was in the gym. I'm going to do my homework. And then it was like, the Rumble this Saturday. And I went, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, come on, man.
So, okay. So I'm always fascinated by this because the answers I get are so varied all the time. But how much actual wrestling do you watch on a regular basis being active, in the business?
Not a lot. But with you see on your Twitters and your Instagrams, you are watching a lot more than what you realize you're watching.
Right.
It seems like, like people are like, we need to read more. And I'm like, man, I read every day.
Yeah.
Tweets after tweets. I get a lot of read. Is it quality? No.
Yeah.
But no, like the wrestling I watch, I like watching wrestling live. So the wrestling I pay attention to are the shows that I'm on.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Makes a lot
So
of
I don't
sense.
watch a lot of wrestling.
That's okay, because we're here to do that for you.
Yeah.
Lucky BX,
with the
$10.
$10 says, man, I should have bet money. I called it last week. Jay was the dark horse. On another note, Kathy Kelly was giving sexy teacher fantasy vibes with those glasses on yesterday.
I love that they're already trying to get you in more trouble with Kayla.
Okay, yeah.
I really love that.
You guys destroyed me. You raked me over the coals for a week about Kathy Kelly,
This is
Kayla,
cap.
whose flowers I didn't
This
get.
is all cap. Shane,
Yeah.
this man,
Oh,
okay?
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, friend of the show,
Yeah.
Kathy Kelly,
Oh, good.
was on here on an episode.
Yeah.
Took some time with us.
Yeah,
This
I
man
seen.
showed up with flowers. You know what I mean? Like a very nice shirt.
Got to shoot your shot.
Hair was done.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, bigger friend of the show.
Yeah.
Shoot friend.
Oh, shoot friend.
Friend in life. Kayla Becker has been here twice. Do you think she got a single flower?
Yeah, didn't I saw a clip of him giving her flowers?
No. That was Kathy Kelly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kayla.
But not a single one, not a single petal, not a single
I'm sure it's because he
anything.
gives him, like, they're close personal friends. He gives her flowers all day, every day.
She did not feel that way.
Oh, well, you know, women.
Yeah, sure enough.
Hey, Kayla, I ain't getting no flowers either, so.
What's up with that, Martin?
Why didn't you bring him flowers?
Kim Gilmore for says, Martin, I love you, but we had to pay for Kayla flowers. That's exactly right. The super chats got involved in order so Kayla can get some flowers. Just super chats, whatever you want today. You're the honored guest.
I don't know internet slang.
Yeah, okay. What is a Chad's just like a regular white guy, right?
I think I'm a Chad.
Technically, yeah. I think
I'm a Chad.
But
it's like a bro Karen.
A bro Karen.
Okay. So
I'm probably not a Chad.
Yeah.
I'm too Australian to be a Chad.
Yeah. It's like a buff white dude, sort of.
Yeah.
Is that just...
I think so, yeah.
Does it have to be American?
I don't think so. I think it's just...
It's an attitude usually associated with Americans.
It's like a lifestyle.
You have to
It's
see
a lifestyle.
Yeah. It's a choice.
Beta cuck or something like that or whatever.
This Google image...
What was he just looking up?
What was happening just now? Okay, I just saw several men on a boat.
I'm pretty sure I saw my photo there.
Yeah. Okay, Chad has historically been applied in different contexts, originated in the UK.
Yeah.
If you look
I
at
like
the
that you pointed
second
at him for
one,
the UK.
That's
He's
not
also-
me then.
No, I know. I just put my hand out.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you do awkward gestures and people interpret it how they're going to interpret it.
Elon Burns over here.
Oh my God. So anyway, man, Royal Rumble 2025. Overall takeaways, we'll get specific as we go into the episode, but what was your overall takeaway from the show? Like, did you think, like, our lovely viewers, that it was a 4 out of 10? Did you think that it was a 10 out of 10? Like, just overall.
Overall?
Yeah.
I did, like, it's all over the place. It's such a long show.
Sure.
And I don't want to shit on anything because everything was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But just like, you know, like it sucks for the guys in the tag matches have a 2 out of 3 falls tag match. And I'm like, come on, man. Like the matches between the Rumbles should just be some fun, like kind of filler.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, they had a great match and it could have been even better if like, it's just, what a spot to be put in. That sucks.
I almost
Like,
felt like they should have started the show with that.
if anything.
If you're gonna do it, like, because otherwise, you're literally setting them up to maybe a bathroom break.
The ladder match was long enough and exciting enough that that's all that needed to be between the Rumbles. That was a nice what is it, a taste resetter? You know, like when you
palate cleanser.
Palate cleanser. Yeah. That was great. Yeah.
I've never seen someone fill a word with the exact word, but the words they're using aren't a thing. Taste resetter. I was like, wow.
Resetter.
Yeah, it was a taste resetter. That's what we call it in Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Okay.
We don't have palates in Australia.
We're becoming more and more cultured every day.
Yeah.
DJC 4177
Yeah.
$20.
Says, was able to get to the Rumble last night and had a great time. Didn't like they showed Nepo Baby in the crowd. Need them to highlight you guys at some point. Oh,
yeah. If you want my like unfiltered thoughts about our ops, you should join us and Kim and Beautiful Day in the newly created Before the Bell Discord channel. How can they get to the Discord channel?
I mean, the best way to get to the Discord channel is you have to join the Patreon. And in the Patreon, we send you the Discord channel. It's in the chat. It's the first thing you get when you join the Patreon Before the Bell podcast.
Yeah. You want to talk to us every day
Every
about
day.
kind of whatever?
They're in there till like 3 a.m.
Yeah, I'm like trying to go to bed. I keep seeing the notifications pop up. I'm like hopping in, talking about different things. So I had a lot to say about the ops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever, though. You know, we don't swing from celebrity Johnsons here.
No.
You should swing on him.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
Like if you see him, swing on him, eh?
I
Like,
like that.
Oh, swing on him.
swing on him.
Okay,
Yeah, do that.
Swing,
Start
swing
some
on,
beef.
not from.
Yeah,
There
no,
you
both.
go.
Swing at.
Swing at. I love it.
Swing it off. Have a swing off. You guys should just like meet up.
You ever had a swing off?
Swing off.
What is a swing, like a swing, or what is a swing off?
It's whatever you think it is.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't want to create this in my
I
head.
said it was up to your mind, and you're like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
That is
He's got a filthy
Yeah.
mind.
Oh,
Look
new,
at the vest.
new daddy cool. With your leg long offense.
Martin, overall thoughts on the Rumble?
I'd give this one a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
I think that I enjoyed both finishes. I personally like to be surprised. If you can surprise me, if you can shock me, because I was like, oh, this John Cena has this in the bag.
Yeah.
At one point, I was like, oh, CM Punk's been building this the most out of anybody, so clearly he's the winner. He gets eliminated. But okay, Cena, right?
Yeah.
So to have Jey Uso,
Yeah.
who for all the hysterics I've seen on Twitter, he had 60,000 people
Yeah.
doing this.
Yep. Insane.
He got easily top 4 pops of the night.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think outside of Roman, Alexa Bliss, and
Well, he wasn't a surprise either.
yeah,
Like the biggest pops of the night were the surprises.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's telling you something.
yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed the event. I think that it's not what we showed up for, but what we got didn't make me angry.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like there used to be times where people will win the Rumble and everyone universally, you feel the energy leave the room because of who won.
you're like, eh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like they're trying to celebrate and point at the sign, and people are just getting the fuck. I mean, excuse me, getting the F out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get the F out.
Get the F out. Great call.
Remember those days?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Classics.
To be 20 again.
Oh man.
20.
Uncle, what would it be like to be 20 again, bro? 1976, you in Birmingham, Alabama, driving a 68 Cutlass.
Okay.
Listening to, oh my God. Yeah. Martin, you look like, what do you look like right there? You look like Bowfinger.
No.
Are those your real glasses?
No, that's clearly Photoshop. Those Photoshop glasses. Because I didn't wear glasses then.
I don't think you were ever standing next to Eddie Murphy like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, it
that's
is a
the Photoshop
Photoshop.
part.
Yeah.
You look like Gerard Carmichael in those pictures.
All right, man.
We gotta put that on screen as many times
Dude's
as
Big
possible.
Below, the $10 super
Yeah,
chat
yeah.
says, I wanted to come out to Dusty's theme to troll. I wanted KO to come out to Dusty's theme to troll Cody more. Chris cooks, but I checked the ingredients and horchata has milk in it.
Hey, listen, man. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. The argument here is about who likes the pure milk.
no,
What
see,
in
there
the
it
world
is.
is going on right now? Oh,
That's some milking
there's
right
milk
there.
for me too?
That's some
Mark, I
milking
thought we
right
talked about this. I thought we was on the same team.
Some milking right there, boy.
God. Here's what, you know what? I'm going to keep protecting the innocent. And I'm going to let you keep. Anyway, Kim Gilmore for $20.
Yes.
Gilmore Girls.
To Burns, because of a certain BBL horchata beauty hanging with little melts, hilarious. We know the real enemy, but she catching the smoke with those bell ringers. They also played in Charlotte face with the point pyro after she won. Dude, they gave Charlotte pyro when she came out.
yeah.
So you knew, like,
Like,
oh, hey.
okay, well, she's clearly.
Yeah. There's clearly a plan in place.
I
here.
felt like the way they filmed a lot of the entrances,
Yeah.
I don't know, kind of got lost in the stadium to me.
Yeah.
Like, especially, well, you know, I've seen a lot of people complain, and before I even looked on the internet, the entrance musics, how uniconic a lot of people's music are these days.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it seemed like a lot of people's were different on the day, even.
Right. We talk about that all the time. Like, gone is the era where you immediately knew who everyone's theme was.
Without
Like,
them having to say their name in front of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Even in this Rumble, it's like it would hit 0, a buzzer would go off. We'd have to look at the screen like,
Yeah,
wait, who is
who's
that?
that?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you react or whatever. There was always like, so a lot was a delay, but people like AJ,
Yeah. that was a good
sure,
one.
you knew
Which
immediately.
I'm glad they used AJ's old theme and not
Right.
the new. But like Finn, like
Yeah,
why would they
Finn.
change Finn Balor's theme?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
He had such a banger theme,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, all right, well, this is Oh, the Judgment Day. So which one? It's also 4 of them. So which one is it? So
Yeah, and haven't they changed the Judgment Day's theme like
1,000 times,
countless times?
seemingly.
Yeah, and it also different. Like Shinsuke's new music is still his old music, just with the evil twist on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's still recognizable. We still recognize it. But yeah, the Finn one, I was like,
yeah.
like because we want to. Like, dude, that what was one of the WrestleManias? New Orleans, I think it was the New Orleans WrestleMania,
Yeah.
and he was the first person to enter.
Yeah.
They had that 3-way match or something.
Oh yeah,
and
Seth and Miz.
Holy crap, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen live. Like just everyone, and I'm sure it's how like Jey Uso is now. Like if you're in that crowd and everyone doing the Finn Balor thing,
Yeah.
like that'll never get old.
Listen, we were there, and it's like, again, to your point, you see on TV how over the Yeet is, right?
Yeah.
However, just being around the city and being in bars, being in restaurants, and you
insane.
hear the fans doing it over and over again. It was the same thing last year at Mania where people were doing the LA night. Yeah, like everywhere you went.
Yeah.
Now, just people are yeeting all over the city.
Yeah, it's Yeet Mania. You can't
Yeetomania.
Yeetomania, that's a
Yeetomania.
good one.
Yeah, that is
I
good.
like that one.
They're gonna end up stealing that.
Yeah.
I love it.
You can't cross the street without getting a Yeet.
Yeah.
They had a Yeet Street.
That's true.
Yeah.
Downtown Indianapolis, they had changed a bunch of the street names to
I
like
did see
wrestler
that,
stuff, and which made it wreaked havoc on us calling Lyfts and Ubers.
I'm on Yeet Street. I never heard of that before in my life.
It's like, what the hell is that? But it was a neat look.
Yeah, Shane, what's been your favorite theme that has been used for you?
Ooh, the Retribution theme was a banger. That was actually really cool.
Yeah, it was a silver lining in, in that situation.
We got the old TM61 one got there eventually. That was like, it just slapped like to me, anytime I hear it, it reminds me of like the Power Rangers theme song. And I just want a ridiculous guitar solo with like a lightning crash in the background or something. We didn't get the lightning crash, but we got the weird, like over the top 80s guitar thing.
So they let you like kind of conceptualize what the theme's going to look like.
Yeah, a lot of back then in NXT, they'd be like, well, give us a song and we'll just try and make a close as possible rip-off for it. Larkin's one was his theme song was it was almost exactly the sound as his old indie theme. So ours was Wolfmother's Joker and the Thief, which you can kind of hear the dun 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 in the background, but then they just were like, and it was pretty just that at first, and we're like, can we just add some like insane guitar riff over the top? And they're like, all right, yeah.
That's so wild. While we were on the plane, I was watching an interview with Raven talking about how the WCW themes were blatant rip-offs of popular songs, just slightly changed, like
DDP
maybe a key
was an
change
insane
here, throw a guitar solo on top of it, because his was just Come As You Are by Nirvana with a guitar riff on it, and it was like, good enough. We want to get sued, I guess.
Old Japan did that too. Like, is it Makabe's theme was Immigrant Song?
Right.
And then they just like, it's like dun, 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 it just has to be 16% different or something like that.
Yeah, very Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Mine is D D D D D.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Lucky BX for $10.
Yes.
I had a great time at WWE Raw last Monday. I know Raw is not Roman's brand, but 1 out of 6, they hinted as if he would appear in person. I wish the Tribal Chief would be more like the Tribal Chief. I like that a lot, actually. But we were talking about this. Roman's not on a brand.
No, I think he's just kind of floating.
He's above branding.
Listen.
He is the brand.
Right. He had pyro too when he came out. I was like,
more men had pyros for their entrances, right?
It was him, AJ. Seth had the like. That.
What did he have? What?
It's just some hands. Hands.
I missed the what?
They're like the fire.
I don't.
He had fire.
He had a little fire.
I just like seeing you do magician hands.
But where did the pennies come from, Michael?
It's an illusion.
Lord have mercy. What were some of your highlights from the Women's Rumble?
Ooh, Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
Dude, okay. Is her just natural state to be in ring shape. It's like anytime they call her, it seems like she's like, all right, let's do it.
Yoga and Pilates, I reckon it is, isn't
guess.
it? Isn't that like? Doesn't she like? Do
She's
a
like a
lot
big
of
big yogi. Yeah, I think she has like a studio.
Which I was like, I
in
said
Canada.
that to my wife, and she's like, "That's Pilates," and I'm like, "She's like, that's a Pilates body."
I
And
don't
I'm
know
like,
my
"Oh."
neighborhood named Big Yogi.
Where's the big yogi now?
Rest in peace, Big Yogi.
Oh, R.I.P. Big Yogi.
No, yeah, that one legitimately shocked me.
Yeah.
I kind of saw Alexa Bliss coming back.
I didn't,
well,
but I don't follow things, so.
right, but it was like she's been healthy for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know, she lives out here. We may or may not know some people who know her, and
She might be just off camera right now.
well, that would be something.
Yeah.
And then I'd really be surprised. But so I kind of saw that coming. What other like surprise entrances were there? Really, Charlotte. Obviously, everybody knew.
Yeah.
The NXT girls, I think.
Roxanne Perez, Jada Parker.
I think Jada Parker probably was a bigger surprise.
Yeah.
Like usually they have the NXT champs
Right.
in them,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
was surprising in the men's one. Was there any NXT
No, there weren't.
representatives?
No, I was.
Yeah.
Now I think about it.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones for
Thank you.
$9.99.
Yeah.
Shout out the B4B family. Some of the music has been asked. Rumble was a solid 5. Also to shout to all the milk horchata, white chocolate, and banana. You can various flavors out here.
What is banana milk?
What? Banana milk.
You don't know banana milk?
No, who would that imply?
Come on, man.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for letting me know. That,
Yeah.
but bananas aren't over there, are they? They're grown like
Over where? What do you?
Isn't it a thing like there's no banana's a real banana?
What?
Like they're all a clone these days? Like there's no.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know.
I
Where'd
mean, I
you-
wouldn't
is
be
that like a
surprised.
Reddit thread?
Yeah, it's like a conspiracy theory. That no banana is a real
Phantom
banana.
Premiere.
999 cents. Long-time listener, first time catching y'all live. Wanted to drop some support to my favorite podcast to listen while driving or at work. Keep it up. We will Phantom Premiere. Thank you very much. Also, a quick shout out to everyone who saw us and stopped us and took a photo with us.
Oh man.
At the Rumble or at SmackDown. We really appreciate it. Keep listening. Keep supporting.
I gotta
keep
get
sharing.
better.
You're
I
kind
gotta
of.
get better. My personality on the show is not my personality in person because I have stranger danger. All right, I'll say it. Growing up, strangers meant possible problems.
I mean, but you grew up in California. I grew up in Alabama, so we embrace strangers down
That's
there.
what I'm saying. The Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Like Martin is like in your face, shaking hands, hugging.
They're like, I got my photo. I need to leave now.
Yeah, I'm like thanks for listening.
Yeah.
kind of person.
No,
You know
the
what I
Well, you got to
Dude.
save it for the podcast.
mean? Exactly.
Yeah.
I got to be on here.
Not for free. Don't make conversation for free.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, he gets it.
You want it? Pay for it. You cheap sons of use. You're bleeding. You're squeezing blood from a rock. You disgust me.
Because like even when we saw like in the airport, we saw Rhea Ripley and a bunch
And
of
what,
people
she
like,
want a
walking
photo
by.
as well? Rhea Ripley, you disgust me. Squeezing blood from a stone. Watch the podcast and donate like everyone else.
But this,
Absolute scumbag.
Martin's like, hey, well, did you like talk to her? I'm like, no. Let her get to where she needs to
He
go.
was like, she can come up to me.
Yeah,
What a
basically.
scumbag you are.
Now you've turned on me.
I turn on everyone. I'm a real piece of shit like that. What a scumbag.
What a heel, this guy. Absolute heel.
There were like when we boarded this morning, right? And for whatever reason, Roxanne Perez was in the regular line and not the TSA pre-check.
Maybe she's saving some bucks, man. Also, they don't-
that NXT pay, am
I was just
right?
about to say that check ain't. That's on the main
You
roster
probably
pay revenue stream.
Yeah, they did not give her that Royal Rumble check. You got to wait on them DVDs to come out, apparently.
Hilarious.
I still get DVD residuals.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
I'm never on a DVD. Apparently I was.
How about I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
like
a-
been, or
like
don't
a-
say nothing. They might be like, wait a
I
minute,
think there was like a Seth Rollins something.
huh?
Yeah, I must have walked in the background, or it has to be an accident. They probably think I'm some other guy.
Yeah.
I've been mistaken by employees
Hey man,
at
don't out
WWE
yourself
before.
here,
So.
but keep getting that
Yeah.
money.
They label them all like Brendan Vink.
Yeah,
Like,
I get like $11 a month,
That's
a quarter, no, like a quarter, something like that.
Listen,
But who's buying
Happy
DVDs
Meal?
still?
You know,
people.
Hey, thank you for you doing that.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah, Alex is, yeah.
The good people out there, not the scumbags.
Yeah.
but yeah, the autograph hounds were weird.
Yeah, you just see people with like a bunch of toys and stuff,
I
or
never
like
had that problem,
really,
and I was on the show.
yeah.
So it was actually like a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, you got to
I travel.
see-
I used to travel like come in flights with a lot of like Rhea Ripley and stuff like that, and I just.
I
walked
was
straight
thinking
by.
about that, man, because there was a lot of people who got to sort of walk with anonymity, like
yeah, especially
through the
being
airport.
masked.
Right, you were
Yeah,
masked.
Yeah,
But a lot of people were like in the bar after the show. Got to cheer. The only one who was like a big star that was like really in the crowd was Ric Flair.
Ric Flair, yeah.
Ric Flair was just like at the bar.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With, like,
He'll do that.
everyone.
Yeah, just like him and a handler. And I was like, okay.
He'll do that.
And a gal with him.
Yeah.
So, have you had any like odd fan interactions, or like is everyone usually pretty chill with you?
Very chill with me. I'm chill with people as well. Anyway, and it's just like, and it's different because I'm just a white guy, so
Yeah.
life's easy for me. Like it's on fucking easy mode. So I just sign this. Everyone wants a photo. I'm like, bam, photo, sign it. I'm an R about, just do it. Let's get out of there, move on with our life. Once I think someone came and gave me a gift in a toilet. And I was
Wait,
like,
what do you mean by that?
And I was like,
okay, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to
There is
I need
a
to
lot.
paint a clearer picture than that.
A lot you just said here.
Gave me
no, it was in Japan, so it was like this weird thing that I had to use one of the other toilets. We didn't have one backstage. I don't know, something like that. And like I went in there, and some fan, like while I was washing my hands, was like, "Oh, I have this gift for you." It was some like lemon beer. It was really
Okay.
good. But I was just like, you could have waited till I got outside. I don't know.
Wait till I let go of myself before you
Yeah.
try to hand me something.
I was like, finish the job before you give me the gift, bud.
Just Chad for $9.99.
Yes.
Says, I'm late, but don't y'all milk drink or slander the name Chad. Hilarious.
Wow.
There's no Chad slander here. We were just
Yeah.
trying to get it right. We just
Yeah.
wanted to get it right. Speaking of get it right, I as much as there's the internet wrestling community, Charlotte wins, LOL. I think they got it right.
They did.
Like, who else was gonna take it? Honestly,
There's no one else from that match I would want to see wrestle Tiffany Stratton.
right?
We've seen her and Naomi a million times.
Or Rhea, for that matter.
Yeah, I think Rhea needs someone either special or unexpected, or
Like,
something
okay.
we just haven't like. I still want Rhea Bianca at Mania.
But do you think there's enough time? I mean, as far as like build, because it's clear that they're like positioning them as the two,
Mhm.
right? But it's like they haven't interacted in ages.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden, you just have them do a WrestleMania match. It's not like Rock Austin where you can kind of heat it up whenever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Mania
back
is
to
at
it.
the end of April.
Sure.
We have
Yeah, we
plenty
got
of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially for our GIF brains.
Right. True enough.
It
True enough.
takes a week, and then we're like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing."
I was more interested in Bianca not feeling Naomi
Hugging Jordan Grace. Yeah.
Literally snatched her by her hair. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
And proceeded to beat her down.
which that made me want to heel Bianca, and I didn't think I wanted that before.
What have I been saying, bro?
Yeah.
What have I been saying? Give me a amazing Bianca. Rhea's on the brain for some reason. Give me an
got that
amazing.
milk on your head, huh, boy?
Listen, bro, I set you up for that.
Yeah, you did.
I did that for you. That's how you shoot a basketball?
Yeah.
Let me say that again.
Yeah.
No, get that off camera and get Martin shooting a free throw on camera so you can see this limp-wristed, zesty shot that you got over here.
That was a crazy straight.
I mean, let me see it. Let's see
That's
it.
already did it.
No,
It's
you don't
too
wanna
late
do it
now.
no
Yeah,
more?
it's too late. I already
Okay,
did it.
fine.
The people saw it. The people who need to see it, they saw. Shout out to the people who be seeing. And you know what? Shout out to the people who don't be seeing stuff, man.
Y'all gotta appreciate what it is for Martin Morrow to be wearing this outfit in the heart of West Hollywood.
Come on.
Like, he is just.
He wants me to show the pants again.
He is getting.
He could have put it on at the studio, but no.
No.
He walked here from home in that. He's like, it's a lovely day out today.
We were driving
Uh-huh.
over here. I had to change my shirt, and at one so I was shirtless for like a hot second, and I just the visual of him
Yeah, maybe a hot
dressed
second.
like this, me shirtless together driving through West Hollywood. It's like man, like this snapshot is just we'll never beat the allegations.
No.
Never beat the
No,
allegations.
man.
Straight from brunch.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you went to drag brunch recently, right?
Yeah, yesterday, Saturday, once a month. I think they do it at Idle Hour.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is close enough by me. It's a
Yeah.
good show. I love it.
Yeah.
It's
Good
I
shit.
literally just saw a meme where it was like pro wrestling is drag brunch for straight dudes.
I was like, because I'm between like costume people at the moment, and one of the girls came out and had like this, and it was perfectly fit. Everything was out, and I was like, I should get gear made from whoever made that.
yeah.
Because like a lot of gear people are like, yeah, here's my measurements, and you come in, it's wrong, and you're like, cool, whatever.
You'd be fabulous.
Yeah.
You'd be fabulous.
Mhm.
What was that? Cam Wall for $9.99.
Says, what do you think some of the matches of WrestleMania will be? Also, did y'all run down on the ops at the Rumble? I booed the TV when they popped up. Honestly, I think that should be the match. I think it should be Before the Bell versus the whatever
they're
guys.
called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's your celebrity match there.
Listen, they
Exactly.
don't want. You think
No.
they want smoke with us like that?
Clearly they
You know
don't.
what I mean? Like, come on, man. We doing numbers over here with, you know what I mean? They got a booker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're attached to a much larger channel with almost 1 million followers.
Yeah.
And we over here not only keeping pace, we outdoing them
Yeah.
on the socials. Like,
They're
what are we talking
deleting
about?
comments about us.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I heard somewhere that bell ringers were leaving Before the Bell comments on their videos and they were deleting them.
Yeah.
I heard that from somewhere.
I still think they're the ones who sabotaged our Apple Podcast reviews.
I 100% think that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
I'm
guess
going down
good.
the rabbit hole now.
Yeah.
You dig?
I'm digging it.
All right. Keep digging. Marcus Adair,
Yeah.
999. Looking like Joanna Unk with the jump shots. Joanna Unk. They done already called you Biscuit. Now they got you Joanna Man. It's the same actor. We got to get him in here. This man be crying on cue. That's talent right there.
It is not on cue.
Kim Gilmore back again for $10, man. We've been pitching. He didn't even clap. He was so still hurt.
Joanna Unk.
I might not be able to finish this episode.
Joanna Unk.
We got control room laughs. Okay. Now we know the title of this episode.
No!
Kim Gilmore says we've been pitching this. Jade's comeback has to mirror either Triple H/Shawn rivalry when Triple H attacked Shawn on a rampage, like Stone Cold coming back from the car, hit with Naomi doing it for Bianca. See, I think that's like the obvious place, but because of what Bianca did in the Rumble,
Yeah.
it made me think, wait a minute, like, is there like a darker overprotective of Naomi's side to Bianca that maybe she's responsible for what happened to Jade in some weird way?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It made it way more interesting, which made me say they need to resolve this at Mania, not have Bianca all of a sudden shift to Rhea.
So I should wipe the tears from my face.
Use your fingerless gloves.
I like how he took the glove off. That didn't have and then went,
to wipe it with his
like,
bare
let me
hand.
take my glove off. Oh. Got to protect this leather.
That's hilarious.
Uh,
Like, I wouldn't be mad at a three-way between the three of them.
yeah. That actually bang.
Yeah, it would.
I guess jeez. My question is, would that mean Naomi was part of that, or is Naomi just the innocent bystander who Bianca was looking at? Because I could see the angle being Bianca felt bad for Naomi never getting that shine when she came back.
Yeah.
And instead of helping her win the title, she just helped her win it was like, here, I'll just give you the tag title. I'm going to take this girl out.
So they were in it together.
Either they're in it together or Bianca did it to help.
That would
Naomi.
be some devious stuff right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know who showed out in the Rumble? Jordan Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever get to you've interacted with Jordan? Yes.
Yeah, just in passing.
Yeah. Okay.
Not probably conversations or anything like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but shared adjacent locker rooms.
That is an impressive young lady.
Yeah, definitely. And then just the road that she's taken, like where she's started, and like she's been good for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. She's been very popular in our community.
yep, worked hard, and that's what gets you there.
Yeah. It's
What do
true.
you-
She was in a tag team called the Pogs, for God's sakes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gresham, man. He
I
know the protein farts in that house.
Jeez.
Have to be
Oh my God.
the creatine that they go through. Beautiful day, XO with $10.
Not the direction I thought.
Nah, Naomi's finna hit her father-in-law's infamous line. Oh, I did it for Bianca.
Why won't they include the women in the bloodline story?
Because what would they do?
Who knows? The whole thing is they're doing it for the family, and the family is supposed to run the business, except Nia and Naomi. You know, it's like, what is that?
Yeah, Nia works in it well.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's super dominant, which she
Yep.
was in the Rumble.
Killed it in the Rumble.
Yeah.
I want to give Nia some flowers.
Yes.
She has worked hard. She has gotten, exponentially better than her first couple runs in WWE on the main roster and in NXT, I would say. Same thing for Liv Morgan. I mean, look at the road that she's taken up to this point. And, I mean, the most surprising performance, weirdly enough, Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
Dude.
Maxine Dupree was lit in that match. And it was a short spot, but that spot worked for her.
That's, I think, like that Rumble, and the men's did it a little bit. The women did it. They made little stories in it that can lead off to other places and other, like, build for other matches. So you could, like, there's a lot of, like, they sprinkled in, like, the starts of matches that they could come back to later, or just leave it and then come back way later and be like, hey, remember in the Rumble when you did this? Where, I mean, we forget the last few months and move on pretty quickly. But yeah, they've got a lot of things that for WrestleMania and the next show, and even like actually giving matches on SmackDown and Raw meaning, rather than just being like, here's Maxine and Ivy now for no reason. It's like, well, there's a continuation, even if it's not a huge storyline of heated anger and stuff like that for anything, there's still a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which makes having a match much easier when there's a why.
Yeah.
Totally.
I would even say this made me care more about Ivy Nile than when she was a babyface, especially. But I think all the stuff with the American Made.
She had a moment with someone else as well.
Lyra Valkyria. Like,
yeah, a lot of people had two things kind of going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you keep the stories building, man. And keep many threads.
Options. And
Kim Gilmore, $10. My hatred for Dwayne is well known within the Bell community, but my favorite part of the week was not seeing Dwayne and him being left out the Bloodline Edition cover for 2K. That's true, he isn't on that.
Yeah, he isn't.
Interesting enough.
But the Tongans made it on there.
Listen, man, I didn't know this about you, Kim. I didn't know that you didn't like the Rock like that. We'll have to talk about this on Discord. Tyrone Handed for $9.99. No Rusev, Miro, no Trick, no Omos, as reported. This Rumble wasn't hidden for me. Hey, man, they report a lot of things to make you go in a direction that, you know, they're not going in, so that you are surprised. We'll get to the men's Rumble in a second. Deuce Big Below, $10. It makes no sense for Bianca to do it just to squander her chance to become the first ever women's U.S. champion. Thank you for giving Nia her exact propers. I mean, they can make almost anything make sense, I feel like, at this point. And then we got another one. False God B for $10. When do you think Trick is going to get called up?
I'd say after Mania.
Okay. I like Trick. No.
Yeah.
This is not any Trick Williams slander. We won't have it here.
CT would be very upset with
Trick
whatever.
Williams, I'm a big fan. I think he's a great wrestler. I think the theme song is all the way hitting.
Oh yeah, easy.
The thing about Trick is like when you put something in the microwave and the bowl is really hot, and then you taste it and you're like, wait a minute, this ain't all the way. It's not all like. And that's not a criticism.
No,
I think he just needs a little bit more time.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Oh, okay.
The wrestling doesn't matter.
You don't think so?
He's got, like, his wrestling's definitely good enough.
Yeah.
Looks great, moves well, has confidence. Just go for it. The
Hey,
rest will
man.
the rest will fit in.
Okay.
The rest will fill in. Like
So you're a based in butter kind of guy. Bring it out, baste it, it'll cook itself.
yeah.
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 I got
especially
weird
in,
metaphors.
especially in WWE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wrestling doesn't matter.
I mean, that's how Batista was essentially a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, true enough. He was
Yeah.
a deacon.
They brought him in as he started off as a demon in OVW.
right. Leviathan, right.
And then he became a deacon with a little like priest fit with
Yeah.
no sleeves.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Mark.
Yeah, man. I'm not
He brought up a picture of Blades of Glory and put an arrow saying Martin. You'll stop bullying my friend, man. You know what I mean? Like,
this is getting out of control.
no,
Chaz Michael Martin.
he's weird.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Holy, is that all of them? Did we get all of them, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's.
I'd say another thing you're talking about, the women's Royal Rumble. Another thing
Yeah.
I really like, the part where they were all just like kept stacking onto the apron and onto them, and there was like 8 of them on the apron at
Yeah.
once. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool. Like, this is chaotic. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that
They have not
in a
done that
Royal
before.
Rumble before. And
Yeah.
then, boom, bunch of people go out. You're like, okay.
There
Which is what should have happened. It's like
Yeah,
if there's that many
yeah.
people in that slender of a
Yeah.
area,
But yeah,
they're
cool.
gonna
Like,
go.
Everyone like, and it didn't look like a bit where someone went there and then popped there, then popped there, then another one. Just like there was just no room for anything. It was like people genuinely. It looked very genuine, an authentic spot. I know it would have been planned out,
Yeah,
but I'm like, it made for a very authentic moment.
I will say there weren't many lulls while we
No.
were watching it in the arena. Like there wasn't a time where we're like, oh, okay, you know, except maybe Natalia. McClendon win
Wow.
bus for $9.99.
Says
Go ahead.
Nia Jax and Jacob Fatu mixed tag teammate champions.
Let's do
Ions.
it. Run it back. I love the mixed match
love
challenge.
it. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all sorts of unexpected storylines that were like just delightful came out.
Sammy
of
and
that.
Becky were so much fun in that.
Mhm.
Alexa and Braun, for
Yeah.
God's sakes.
Yeah.
That was great stuff.
AJ and Charlotte.
How about it? Domingo Trip for $9.99. Greetings, great milkers. I hate that. Chelsea Green was awesome and hilarious. Jay Fatu, yada I mean. This dude, oh God, we got to get to that. We will. I swear we're going to talk about the men's
Yeah.
Rumble.
I don't know how we
obviously.
missed Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green, man.
She
So over, bro.
She was the star of this Rumble, I'd say.
well,
Okay.
Bliss was the pop of
Bliss
the
was the
night.
pop.
Yeah.
But I think Chelsea was like people lost their minds when she eliminated someone.
Yeah.
They lost their mind when she almost got eliminated,
Yeah.
and they lost their mind when she was gone.
They got to make her a focal point. Is she SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Or Raw? You got to
SmackDown,
make her a
current
focal
US
point on
champion.
SmackDown.
Is she not a focal point? Isn't she a champion?
Yeah.
What more do you want someone to be a focal point?
I'm just saying.
He wants her to wrestle Jacob Fatu in the
Yeah,
main
there you go.
and win clean.
I wanted her to wrestle Penta like she
Yeah,
did in
and-
Lucha Underground.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, I know. What I mean is, like, SmackDown is built around whoever the men's world champion is. But, I'm somebody who kind of likes that old school mentality of whoever the world champion is, they should kind of be scarce, you know what I mean? And see them at the big events.
Yep.
You pay to see the world champion.
Mhm.
She's a mid-card champion. I mean, it is whatever you want it to be, obviously. But so have her headline those shows. She's got the charisma. She can wrestle. She's got the whole act together. Like, she's super entertaining. Like, really make her a focal point.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's I think the first half of the Women's Rumble was her until she got eliminated. Then then they moved on to the next, and they've done that before in other Rumbles too. This was
Yeah, I thought that she was going to be the Iron Maiden. But it ended up being Roxanne Perez,
It's
right?
Roxanne, yeah,
Which
because Roxanne
is-
came in number 3.
yeah, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because she
that-
doesn't have a title. Chelsea's already got a title and already has a spot.
Right.
She's not winning the thing, so focus her on there and then put the focus onto someone else. I think the Women's Rumble did that. They put the focus on people for a little bit here, so everyone and then this person did this. Oh yeah, and then that person did that.
yeah.
Everyone got some shine.
Most everyone got
everyone.
a good
Yeah, it
spotlighted
came in
spot.
acts, I'd say.
Yeah.
It felt like a perfect story.
Speaking of shine, Daniel Jones for $9.99 says, "I'm sorry, Unc Martin, but you do look like you would visit Studio 54 with Rick James and Prince."
That's fair.
It is fair.
Oh, no.
Mateen Stewart for $9.99. Friend of the show, Mateen Stewart. Martin looks like his one credit was an extra in the Michael Jackson Bad video.
Yeah.
You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
I don't even get to be. I'm one of the auxiliary thugs.
Yeah, that's right.
Am I on Wesley's side or the?
I would go more beat it. I think with this fit than bad. Bad, they were like a little more contemporary. They had like hoodies on.
Yeah.
But like the thugs and beat it was dressed in glittery stuff.
It's not. It's more sequiny than. Okay, I guess.
All right.
Never mind. I see it now.
Yeah, there you go. You spoke about earlier how wrestling sometimes doesn't matter. The tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships at the Rumble.
I think it was
Unfortunate spot to be put in.
I think there should have either been a promo segment in between, or a give us a Gunther match and then the tag title match.
Yeah, they
Just don't make it a 2 out of 3 falls. Like, that's too much for people. Like, we're here for the Royal Rumble. We want entrance, go over top rope. Yay. I don't want to be like, did that guy pin? Wait, which one? How many falls is it now? Like, because it always confuses people when a 1, 2, 3 comes out not from a crescendo of a spot, because they know that they then still have to do 2 more falls. Yeah.
No, I like that notion that should have been first rather than
that would have got a good.
Yeah. You get us started, you know what I mean? Then boom, Women's Rumble, boom, Cody, KO, boom, Men's Rumble, we're out of there.
What tag titles are those for? What?
The SmackDown.
SmackDown.
I think that's the.
See, that would have made a great SmackDown main event.
Yeah.
And people would have been like, you know what's a really underrated match? That 2 out of 3 falls match on SmackDown. That's what the brand's about. You know what I mean?
But I think a lot of it is because there's been so many complaints about the tag title. The tag titles haven't been defended on pay-per-view since last year's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I think that they are getting a lot of flack for not having the tag titles.
I think still do it. Just don't make it a 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got an interference at the end too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you've got these 2 legendary tag teams that are known for being work rate, and then you're just going to step on a 2 out of 3 falls match with storyline.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, look, I was in the merch line for most of it, but it did serve as a good warm up for 2 men who then tried to kill each other in front of a live audience with KO and Cody. From their times in Japan and PWG and ROH and even AEW, it's like, if you know anything about the way those 2 dudes bumped, you knew that some insanity was going to happen in this match. I was like concerned before it began. Like I mean, and it paid off.
Yeah.
They used the ladder in a lot of new ways that I hadn't seen done before.
Yeah. So as you've had experience with ladder matches, correct?
Yeah, I had 1 or 2.
What is that feeling like to have your body crash down on a ladder?
For me, it's fine. It's nothing.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like fucking hard. You know what I mean? But I'm hard, eh?
No pause.
Yeah. What is that? What do you mean by that? Like your body is hard, or you stay?
Both, baby.
Hold that thought. K-pop says Jade needs 5 more moves before Mania. If I want a super kick party, I will suffer through AEW. Also, KO is a martyr now. That's for damn sure.
Both those things.
I like the use of Sami Zayn in this match.
Yeah.
Where he comes running out. You have no idea what he's KO's best friend. Obviously, he's friends with Cody. You're like waiting. Oh, is he going to make a choice here? Is he going to get involved? And really, he was just there because he was getting out of hand and he didn't want to see it get out of hand. But now the question is, what happens next? Does he turn darker because Cody went dark on his friend? You know what I mean? And hurt him like that? Or,
I mean, he did it as a reaction to what Owens was going to do to him. So that's not dark. That's just he was going to do something bad to him. So he just made, you know what I mean? He didn't pick him up from the ground, put him on the table, get him in the Alabama Slam, and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in that position, got up, bam.
Listen.
Cody Rhodes is innocent.
You're preaching to the choir because we're the guys who say KO is right in this scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his life has been ruined for several years by Roman Reigns, and then all of his friends all of a sudden are just cool with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna kill them too. I'm gonna drop them on their heads.
Yeah.
Why, of course,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
But I think it just was the shot at the end of Cody with the titles of Bloody KO and Sami
And
having
Sami's holding
To
it.
go back. Like he was going up the ramp, and then he's like, no, I'm going to go back and like
Yeah.
close over him. Like, yeah, that was good. That was like,
Totally.
Yeah.
puts you in such a, like, I don't know.
Because maybe that's the left turn rather than it just being KO's mad that Sami didn't help him. You know what I mean? Instead it turned Sami into a more edgy character.
Yeah.
I'd say what that, like I said, I'm very hard. I'm,
Yeah.
near impervious to pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, that last bump, I'm like, I would have been like, what else could we do?
Right.
How else do we get there without doing that?
Certainly.
Like how many people get like messed up from the Alabama Slam just in the ring?
That's
Yeah.
what I was, because also,
I was like, oh, that's a dead body.
who also KO's not the lightest man in the
Yeah.
world, so that's a lot of force
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
down on that ladder.
And like, yeah, I don't think there's any way you can rehearse that without just doing it.
Yeah,
So
totally.
yeah, you're leaving a lot to chance there. And it looked not, that I was like, I'm like, yeah. He should take a week off and then come back from the grave and be
Oh, they're
the
gonna
new
sell
dead
it.
man.
They're gonna sell
Under,
it.
under Owens.
Yeah.
Under Owens.
Yeah.
Marcus Adair for 99. Cody is gonna make a heel turn on Sami. Interesting.
I don't know if I'd want to see Cody turn on Sami like that though.
I don't think Sammy's the guy to do the turn on either.
Yeah.
Not unless, that's going to be a build for next year. Like,
Right.
I don't see Cody turning heel for a long time,
Yeah.
if at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's one of those things that we'll want to see, and maybe he will wrestle like more baby-facey people, but he won't be a heel.
Yeah.
Like, Cena never went heel. He was always, if he ever did anything bad or heel-like, it was against an opponent who deserved it.
Right.
He never turned to the crowd and went,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that was
that's
kind
the
of
same with Cody.
worked against Cody in AEW because the audience wanted him to turn heel, and he was like, "I'm not doing that."
Yeah, but that
which
was-
essentially turned him heel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm the nicest guy, so you should love me more.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think they're ever going to give Sami the world title? You think so?
I think so.
Huh.
I think he is their, not to even compare, but the kind of prototypical Mick Foley-esque character of someone who he is that everyman. He has that look of someone you can just trust or talk to, who you want to win.
Yeah.
Because he works at the factory with you, or he's the one who's like, we should have our kids play together.
Sure.
Right. So that is the guy you want to see win, because he has that energy of someone who has taken those L's for so long.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's why people like him and Kevin Owens are both very similar in that. Then when you see them as friends, you're like, you see that in both of them. And like, everyone always they see Kevin Owens as a world champ because they pulled the trigger and made him a world champ.
Right.
The exact same thing will happen with Sami. As soon as they just do it, you'll be like, oh yeah. Same with like Jey Uso. As soon as he's in this main event, people are like, yeah, that's where he belongs. The next time he does it, you're like, yeah, that's main event Jey Uso. Yeah.
And that brings us to the men's Royal Rumble. Before that, though, Kenny Sparks for $9.99. Sami turning heel on Cody and setting up a match in Toronto at Elimination Chamber would be. Is it in Toronto?
It is.
yeah.
That's
Oh,
right.
we going to Canada? That could very well be where we're headed. Kim Gilmore for $10. I think based on that random ass promo with Punk on Monday, I think when Cody finally snaps, it'll be on Punk.
That was a cool promo. That actually made me want to see CM Punk win the Rumble.
Yeah.
Because that match is, like we were saying, like people with storylines that can keep coming back and forth. Like they do have this actual history together.
Yeah.
And it's cool as shit. And that's to go back to the women's Rumble. You're saying Charlotte and Rhea, that match. Like we have seen it, but we've seen it when Charlotte was the one that Rhea was chasing.
Exactly.
Now Rhea's been there while Charlotte's been gone. We're getting a similar story where Charlotte's coming in now. She has to prove she now belongs back there against Rhea.
You cooking.
That's why he's a professional.
Yeah.
You know something?
And like they're ones because they had it the match Mania that was at the PC for COVID.
Yeah.
And that was sick. That match was really, really good.
It is a
so
highlight of that
they
era.
kind of do deserve to have that match in front of 70, 80,000 people.
Well, they did it at 39, and I would say that was, for me, the best women's match of all time.
Oh, they did it again? And I'm an idiot? Yep, cool.
Yeah, no, but
We call it the Marxism because
Yeah.
he just every little detail.
I would have
he-
watched it. Wait, which one was that? Which Mania?
that was the one in Hollywood.
Just Gone? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, wait,
So they had the
2
piece
years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah,
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 39. It was night one right before Usos versus KO and Sami.
oh, yep. Okay, yep.
Yeah, where Rhea did the super.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, same
that was-
situation.
yeah, so-
like,
so
no, it still would be
is at the
Charlotte.
top
Yeah,
of the
so-
mountain.
yeah.
So
It
every
still
match
works.
they have is a great match.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now they need a third. That's
Yeah.
what I've always been saying because they've had the 2 matches, which I always said they had.
Yeah.
And they were great matches. So they need
Freaky.
they need the rubber match unless
Yeah.
Rhea won all of them, or
No, Charlotte won the first one,
yeah.
Rhea won the second one. So,
so they need the rubber match.
Yeah.
Might be onto something.
Hell in a Cell.
Beautiful day for $10.
Yes.
Last one, bro. You don't have to be the last one. You can keep going. We love you like that. Last one,
giving
Braun
money.
spearing the ever living hell out of Speed was done for the culture. LMAO.
Who's culture?
Yeah, I was gonna say the black dude got
my culture?
speared, right?
Yeah.
Are we saying that Braun Breaker's more
Black he ain't got that much of a tan.
No, but-
Give him a few
Not
years.
not worth it with the $9.99 says. Do you guys think the Royal Rumble should be 2 nights so each Rumble can main event? Love this pod. Yes.
I'm about to say if SummerSlam is about to be 2 nights, why not the Rumble? Then the 2 matches can breathe. Then more titles can be defended. Like you know what I mean? It did, and it doesn't drag it out like kind of what happens sometimes.
Nah, I disagree.
Oh,
I think
really?
both. I think Rumble at the start, Rumble at the end.
Yeah.
Something fun in the middle. That like, and the good thing about the Rhodes and that is they went out of the ring a lot
Yeah.
because the Rumbles are in the ring.
Sure.
So you do that. Cool beans. I think, and we get it done in one day.
Would you do the second Rumble? So like we were talking about having the Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY as the first match. Would you do the Women's Rumble or Men's Rumble, whatever is going to be more stacked, as the second match, or you think bookending it still works the best?
I like the idea of what you said of having a match beforehand, which I don't know. Like the pre-show matches, they don't do those anymore, do they?
No, unfortunately, I think they should bring them back. Though.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Just a nice, fun, like scrambly tag match or something.
Yeah.
Just like, but don't try to put something too heavy between the Rumbles. Like, I'm thinking of like in the 90s when they had the title matches after the Rumble match too, and it was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
eesh,
It fall
guys,
flat,
like
right?
we're tired
spent,
already,
right?
like
Yeah,
because the
absolutely
Rumble
spent.
matches themselves are over 2 hours a pop, so. Yeah, that's having 2 days, making a Rumble 2 days, and then having extra filler matches in there to fill the card so that they're 3-hour events.
Yeah.
So that's 6 hours on top of 3 hours for Raw, 2 hours for SmackDown, NXT. You know, you're spending your whole week. You're going to be burnt out by that Sunday. You're not going to give a shit about wrestling.
They like that though. It
Yeah.
seems
You
like
people are
we-
weird. You
Right.
sick, disgusting people. You're just squeezing blood from a stone. You all disgust me.
Stacey Johnson for
1999. Says, hey, milkmen and bell ringers. All right. The Rumble was decent. I thought KO was going to get carted off. Great match from him and Cody. Also loving the potential storylines for Damian Priest now with him being on the blue brand.
Yeah. Yeah. This, I mean,
Him and Jacob Fatu, I like them
Dude,
together.
You want to talk?
You might have your hair braided, but don't get it twisted. I was like, that is a bar.
Listen, man. You want to talk about stars of the Rumble match? It was almost every big star or even mid card star had a stare down with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
They like made sure that every person that came in at some point came face to face with that man. And
Yeah.
all of us collectively were like, ooh, I'd like to see that. Oh, I'd like to see that too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd really like to see, dude.
No, the one that intrigued me the most and there was a lot of great ones, but there was a part where they had Jacob Fatu looking at the hard cam, and then from the shadows you see Braun Breaker rise up, and everyone goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
That was the best. Because my other one was Ron Breaker, and that I was like, he had a great outing, and I think people moved on from him spearing Roman too quickly. I'm like,
Yeah.
that was one of the biggest moments.
Shane,
Yeah. That was a star-making moment because Roman sold that for 5 minutes after.
I beat Martin's ass in the middle of the stadium. I was hitting him like, yo, he stuck the shit out of Roman.
That was like head
yeah.
right into the sternum. Like, that could have been not selling.
Yeah.
Roman could have been like, yeah, that you got me.
I feel like
we
he
do know
saw
that
his moment. Like, when am I? Like, I'm
You have
about
to.
to get to spear Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
Like, I'm going to give it to him. Right.
Yeah.
John DeBrol for 1999.
Love this podcast. Can we talk about how stacked elimination? Oh, okay. A stacked elimination chamber is going to be.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Jade for $10.
Yes.
Two-Night Rumble would give WWE a chance to bump the Rumble from 30 to 40 to highlight more talent. The roster is stacked enough to do it. Whew, that is a lot of bodies.
It's too stacked to do it, and it's too long. They've done it before, and people get sick of it by the time it's done. Like
Sure.
then you're going to be complaining that you had 40 people, and you're like, yeah, but there were 10 people did nothing.
right.
It's like you give you what you want, and you don't want it. You people disgust me.
You keep turning on everybody.
I'm noticing a theme here.
I love your ideas, great ideas, beautiful people. Thank you for your support, but you disgust me.
Kim Gilmore for $10. Agree with my girl, Beautiful Day. Speed is not a good representation of our culture. I do think that they should have saved that spot perhaps to Truth, because where was he? Also, WWE, pick a damn time frame for Raw, please. I'm not as young as some.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even really know who that guy is. I know that he's a streamer.
Yeah.
And that he's popular, but just like Kai Cenat, like I get it, I know who he is, but I'm not in the chat. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
As much as I am aware of a Speed,
Yeah.
but I don't. I also
you
am
are, mate. Yeah, Hollywood.
Yeah. But I'm also, I'm in my 30s, so I don't want to watch people play video games or walk around in Peru or whatever. But what the kids lost their minds.
They did
when he came out.
They did.
Right. It's the same thing, and like I get mad at it. I'm like maybe I'll quit wrestling and become a YouTuber so that I can get in the Royal Rumble.
There you go.
But it's the same thing. Like 10 years ago, I'm sure when the Jackass Boys popped up on Raw, I was like, yeah,
I did,
and
too,
like
yeah.
the generation before me were like, no, I'm not in my wrestling,
Yeah.
and it literally is. Wrestling is generational, especially WWE. It's catered. Like when we're like, the late 90s was the best time. And I'm like, yeah, but now it's the late 90s for someone else. And then they're going to grow up and be like, do you remember 2020? That was the best year. Back in my day, we didn't wrestle in front of crowds. We had faces on a screen.
Official Andy fans for 99, just showing some love. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, baby.
And if R-Truth was in that spot, he'd be gone now.
Right.
Braun Breaker just killed a man.
He turned him into dust.
That'd
be a crazy spot.
If it was R-Truth, it would have been, and then the Thanos snap, and he would have just faded away.
Yeah.
Official Andy fans, I guess what he wanted to say was love this podcast. Big ups to you fellows. Also, Martin's vest comes with instructions to a doo-wop choreography. Probably more like freestyle, like a Lisa Colt jam. Situation.
I'd even go with like a
force.
honky tonk. I don't know about I don't know about doo-wop.
Yeah. You'd be a big hit at Black Bike Week for sure. I got a laugh from the control room. Surprises for the men's rumble. Adequate?
Yeah, I'd say so. Because there was no one who I was like really. I think a lot. He mentioned like Amos and Aleister Black. And Miro, but I don't think Miro's out of his contract in AEW yet. Number one,
no.
Aleister Black can't do anything till the end of February. If I remember,
are you
correctly.
gonna bury the lead? Say his name,
and he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe, Joe Hendry was the best guest, the best surprise entrant, I'd say.
I mean, I
Insane
sometimes
pop too.
Well, as a watcher of everything, I still find it, sometimes I get stuck in the WWE bubble and I'm like, okay, well, Joe Hendry's getting popular, but how many people really know who Joe Hendry is? And then the whole stadium went crazy as soon as his music started. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this is like for real. And that was special.
The Sheamus part was fantastic too.
Yeah, definitely.
Sheamus just being like, I like this guy.
I,
What's
like
his
it.
name?
I was enjoying that. That was good. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I like that. That was a good, like, everyone doesn't have to in the Rumble. Like, sometimes you do need to take a breath. You don't need it. And, you do watch guys getting caught, like, just watching something. And it's like, yeah, why is, like, hey, I'm not a part of this spot. I'm not just going to lay on the ground forever. Just like, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish they do that more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you have those moments where people have to just sell in the corner for forever. It's like, if John Cena did a good job of this in this Rumble, where he just was excited to be there.
Yeah. He's just like a
He did it
goofball.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like, by the end, a lot. Which I saw there was a thing with Logan Paul and that other guy having a moment on the outside of like swearing at each other and getting into each other's faces. And I'm like, all right, it's a fucking work. Like, but that I remember watching the wrong because we don't see that obviously because then it looks more shoot. Where Jay and Cena do the did one little thing and then went back to it, and I could see Cena like, oh, and then Jay's like, why are we doing this again? It's because Cena would have seen that going on. It's like, let's not do something at the same time.
Sure. Kim Gilmore for $10 just says, we believe in Joe Hendry. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember the guy when he was in WCPW back in the day, and he jumped on the Wrestle Talk podcast and did predictions with it. Now he's in the freaking Royal Rumble as the TNA World Champion.
Yeah, there's a
What
lot
a path.
A lot of hats there. Lucky BX for $10 says, I think Jay is aware that he needs to add more moves to his arsenal. He did a nice move on Jacob. Yes, he did the Poison Rana.
I missed that until I saw it in replays.
Yeah.
I was like, did they show it on the?
I still haven't watched the broadcast.
Was there a clean shot of it? I only saw a fan cam view. I didn't see official footage of it.
Yeah.
Because good for him if he does start doing it. But then that's a move that you can't hit on everyone.
It's true enough.
Yeah.
What there was a clean shot of, Penta's feet hit the ground, bro. Penta's.
Okay.
It was a big moment for him, and what a perfect way to begin the Rumble.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Rey Mysterio. It's like, oh, cool. We get to see him. Maybe he'll do another Iron Man thing because he's always good for that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we all thought Dom Mysterio was number 2.
Yeah.
That everyone sitting around us was like,
did they not do that before?
did they?
No, who Dom and
Ray in the Rumble?
No. So last year they did the Usos started out. So that would have been and they haven't done Ray and Dominic yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I don't think I'd have to look.
Because we always look forward to stuff like that when it was Jimmy and Jay last year. You know what I mean? And they did the Hardys.
The Hardys
at one point.
Okay.
Especially since we were all thinking something else. Yeah. And then when Penta's music hit, everyone went
fantastic.
nuts.
Yeah.
It was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
You get the passing the torch moment. Everyone's paying attention.
Yeah.
Worst possible time to have it.
It was quick enough, and they just bam, bam, get on, move on. It's great. Just do that. It's cool.
Yeah.
The refs went 1 foot straight away. They just went 1 foot.
Yeah.
Then
it's cool. No soul.
I'm like, and then I know there's fans like, blah, 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 and I'm like, well, do you want it to be over?
Right,
is that what you want?
Sure.
There's no pleasing you.
Listen, I mean,
just the squeeze. They squeeze everything.
I prefer. I'm cooler with that happening than when people fall and land on their back and put both their feet in the air and it's like, I'm not out because my feet. I'm like, dude, 80% of your body is on the ground.
Right.
Come on, let's get it.
Mal Grant for $9.99. Your first show of Black History Month and Unc dressed as a white man. You missed it. It's Nig Daddy cool. You know what I mean? So, it's his own twist on it. It's a remix.
Yeah, man. And Diesel's for the black people, man. Kevin Nash is always looking out for us.
That's why he always did the Black Power fist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That interview's like, I stole that from the Olympics.
Yeah, we're like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It was such a crazy thing to say.
Yeah,
Unreal.
I saw the Olympics. I said, if I ever have the opportunity to be a truck character,
a truck character.
Yeah, he's the wrestling operator Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
we all know
he's not
that.
a truck driver. Diesel's not a truck driver. He's just like, I'm like a truck guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never made that connection. That he's not a truck driver.
He doesn't drive.
He is a truck.
He's just
He's
a
a
truck.
literal truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an Autobot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's a Decepticon. Who's the evil Optimus Prime?
Oh,
Megatron.
No, they had a truck that was just like an evil
Is a
truck.
bad truck?
Yeah, it was like a season 3,
Is it
2 or 3.
Optimus Prime?
What?
Optimus Prime?
You idiot, you. So the finals came down. I mean, look, the first half was very mid-cardy,
Mm-hmm.
but not
Yeah, like
in any way
Santos
boring.
Escobar was
Right, but
yeah.
not in any way.
No.
Like I said, no lulls. Everyone had story beats
Mhm.
going on. It was exciting. Then it switched gears.
Yes.
Dude, that was insane.
When Roman's music hit,
Yeah.
it was like, okay, and now playtime is over.
Yeah, it was just
And-
main eventer after main event to the point where like their entrances, they enter, and this is what's kind of started like on the back end. Maybe Cena and Jade didn't need to, because they were doing that from then on, and it was
Right.
like, yeah, bam, and then 5, 4, and they're like, well, there's no point us swinging on each other now. Like, the camera's gonna cut away, so let's just
100%. But it was like Seth and then Punk, and
yeah.
then John Cena. And I mean, it was like,
Insane.
which it made me, I said this to you at the time. I was like, this made me really appreciate Triple H's job. Because I was like, yeah, if you're sitting at like looking at a chalkboard or whatever it is with all the roster and you're like, I gotta make a Mania card. You know what I mean? Like, where do I, like, all these people have to be featured in a meaningful way, in a way that's been built properly. And
Roman was 16, wasn't he?
something like that.
He was actually pretty
early in there.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
in the middle. And then and that's the thing. It's like, well, who's the poor guy has to follow this?
Right.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Who was next? Was it Punk?
I think it was Cena, then Punk, then because Seth came right after
Yeah.
Punk.
Right.
So it was
I
like-
wish instead of Seth, because it was those three just staring at each other, and this is the sicko in me, Hogan. Imagine if Hogan's music had
Oh my
I'd
God.
have lost it.
Because everyone was like,
immediately
yeah. Oh, fuck.
Quick shout out. We have over 400 people
Dude,
watching live.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all,
you so
man,
much.
for real. Thank you for all the love. Did they get it right with Jey Uso?
I say yes. I feel like you have to capitalize on this now.
Yeah.
And people are complaining, I don't want to see Jey Uso main event WrestleMania. He doesn't have to actually be the main event of WrestleMania.
Yes, he does.
Is it 2 night?
No.
Is main
It's 2
It's still
nights,
nights.
yeah, so he's going to be night 1 main event.
Yeah.
Right. We all know that. It's like, yeah, main
He
event.
can't open the show.
Yes, he can.
No, that's not the main event.
They've done that when Sheamus won the Royal Rumble, he opened the match.
But
when
Martin,
Alberto Del Rio won the Royal Rumble, he opened
His
WrestleMania.
literal name is Main Event Jey Uso.
Yeah.
He has won the Royal Rumble, which gives you the right to main event WrestleMania. You can't then be like, first match, it's just me. Like, it defeats the entire thing that you're doing here.
You know, they're going to be tricky because they have that other show called Main Event.
Oh, yeah, put him on Saturday Night
Yeah,
Main
he's on the
Event.
pre-show Main Event, WrestleMania Main Event.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Pap said, "Why is Martin dressed like a California raisin?"
yeah,
I'm gonna keep getting it today. On
Yeah,
this one.
LA, baby, LA. We love it.
But yeah, like LA Knight, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. It was. I was a little surprised by the Drew McIntyre, the way he got eliminated.
Yeah, it seemed random, especially
Yeah.
because it's like he's on a different show than Priest, so you can't really you
Oh,
can't
they
really
are?
build that. Yeah.
They moved Damian in a SmackDown.
Oh, yeah, that's dumb then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, all right,
But
but
like, yeah, it didn't happen clean, as
Yeah.
we all saw. But like, yeah, the point was that, bam, Logan hits Jay with something. I think it was that Logan was meant to be taken out. So then there's McIntyre capitalizing on that as he goes switcheroo.
sure.
Thing of, blindsides him with that.
Mm.
But yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense if they're on different brands.
Joe Mojo just saying Jay opening any night of Mania would bring a lot of energy to whichever show. You're not wrong. These are not wrong takes. It's wrong minded because I mean and when you hear a lot of interviews from people, it's like, yeah, they play these games like, oh yeah, the first was good. The main event's the last match.
Sure.
It really is.
But here's the thing. Someone asked earlier in a super chat, what would be our WrestleMania card? I think you have to do Cody Cena now for the world title. That is an easy night 1 or night 2 main event. And I think for the other one, after last night, I would love to see, like when Seth did the double stomp to Roman's head, that was insane.
Yeah.
And for me, it solidified Seth as a heel. It solidified him and Punk still hate each other and have something there. It also solidified that Punk and Roman still have something. Paul Heyman still owes Punk a favor. There's so many different factors. I was like, this is a triple threat main event.
There's almost too much.
And to me, that's why it was the right call for Jay.
Yeah.
Because all those other guys, everything you just said, all those other guys are who they are. Cena's going to be Cena. Roman's going to be Roman. Punk's going to be Punk. Seth is going to be Seth. No matter what combination or storyline that you cook up to get them to go head to head at WrestleMania, you can do it anytime. This was the moment to absolutely make Jay say that we are taking this seriously. We're not just saying that he's main event. You know what I mean? It's like, no, we are like behind this. Yeah. And everyone was so sure that when it was the two of them that, oh, there it is. Cena it's going. And then when it happened, sound didn't come out of our mouth.
Yeah.
We were just
like, whoa.
Yeah.
And that's what you want.
Especially because of how it happened. Cena had him up for the attitude adjustment and then, I was almost called it the FU, the old one, but attitude adjustment. And then for Jey Uso to get out of Cena's finish and eliminate him from that position, it's like,
they would have known it was going to get it would have got that reaction. So it didn't need to be anything too convoluted. You know what I mean? Like that was perfect. Like bam, boom. Like Cena just lands on his feet. He's like, oh, damn, I'm out. Like, Then so he's still good enough that he doesn't have to like get thrown over and land on his head and be unconscious, that he could then come in and be like, this is the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Kenny Sparks for $9.99. Why isn't Triple H pushing wrestlers who are super over? Pushes Jey Uso to the main event. No, not like that. I feel like a lot of people, I mean, look, we as wrestling fans are fickle, and
it's like you two were saying earlier that all wrestling fans are scumbags.
Right, I don't remember us.
And you can't please them. And all they're doing is squeezing blood from a stone. They disgust you, you
Well, I hope that...
Not to put words in your mouth, but I'm pretty sure I heard it in this room.
Well, look, I hope that we gave wrestling fans what they wanted today. We went longer than usual, and we still got to do the takedown after this. So, Kim Gilmore, this will be the last one for $10. That double stomp to Roman was personal. Ooh. Also, this is the perfect time for redemption for Montez Ford. Not going to say any names.
Martez Ford.
Or Martez Ford. Not going to say any names, but you owe us. We'll talk about all this on the takedown. Oh, Shane, thank you so much for joining us, man. Where can everybody find you? See what you got coming up next.
So my personal home address.
All right, perfect. Yeah, send them right there.
You find me on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Or don't. Who cares? I don't care. You're only going to say mean things to me anyway. Or tag me in posts like, hey, remember that time Shane was shit? Like, you tagged me in it. Why say something mean and tag me in it? What is wrong with you people? You disgust me. Unfollow me. Unfollow all. No, we're all going to take a stand. Unsubscribe.
No. I don't like this. What's going on?
Don't do that. Don't do that at all.
Don't do that at all. Martin, where can they find you?
At Martin and Morrow on all social channels, TikTok, Instagram. But more importantly, follow Before the Bell, man. Follow us on Patreon. Join the Patreon. Like this video. Repost this video. Share this video. All the clips on Instagram, on TikTok. Keep sharing them. Keep liking them, and let's keep growing together, bell ringers.
100%. You can find me at Chris_please, or if you want to talk the wrestling, the Darkitect, and we'll just keep on building and growing this community, man. You guys are why we're able to do this, why we're able to pay for the show, why we're able to grow at the rate that we've grown over the past year. You guys' shares, you guys' likes, you guys' 5-star reviews, you guys subscribing to the channel, most importantly, it helps us catch up to the ops and surpass them, which we do on a regular basis. So we appreciate y'all. We're going to the takedown now. If you're on Patreon, you'll get it. If you're not, you're missing out. So join the Patreon. See you in a sec.
Joanna Unk.
laid out for the count. 1, 2, 3. Beef for the Bell Podcast. Beef for the Bell Podcast.